Good morning, kids. Welcome to Kid Shine. We are blasting back off into our launch in our faith with Jesus this week through our space-themed Kid Shine. Before we get started with the fun and with the stories, let's jump into worship with Danelle.
Hey everyone, let's sing together. I lift my eyes to the heavens, where my help comes from. My hope is found in you, Jesus. You're my strength alone, and I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, and I give my life, I get to give my life to you. And I live my life, I get to live my life for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And where you go, I will follow, wherever you may lead. And I will trust in you, Jesus. You're my everything. I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, I get to give. And I give my life, I get to give my life to you. I live my life, I get to live my life for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, and I surrender all. Whoa, whoa, I surrender all. Whoa, one more time, I get to give. And I give my life, I get to give my life to you. And I live my life, I get to live my life for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And it's all. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you. And it's all, and it's all, and it's all for you.
Great job singing, everyone. Now let's jump into our Bible story. Today we're talking about Jesus washing his disciples' feet. And speaking of feet, I have a question for you. What is the grossest thing you've ever stepped in? Ew, that's pretty nasty. No one likes stepping in gross things. And that's why we wear shoes outside, so that we don't have to. But it's kind of crazy. In Bible times, they never really wore shoes, and the streets were really dirty. If they did wear shoes, they're sandals, so they were open-toed, and dirt could get in, and yeah, those streets were super, super gross. So they had these customs where whenever you would enter a house, you would have your feet washed, because they even ate on the ground, so you didn't want the food by your feet where it was really gross and mucky from walking in the streets. So back in those times, they didn't really have shoes, and the shoes were kind of bad quality, and they always washed their feet entering homes. Fun little ramble for you. This brings me into our story today. I want to read you the story about how Jesus looked after his really close friends by serving them. Okay. The day for the Passover supper had come. Jesus arrived with his disciples at the upstairs room in the Jerusalem house. Everyone was hot and dusty after trudging through the busy streets. The disciples were looking around, anxious because there was no servant to wash their feet. The least important servant in the household had the job of washing the dust and sweat from the feet of guests who had walked dusty roads in open sandals. The pitcher of water and a towel lay ready, but not one of them was willing to do such a despised job. Then Jesus stood up, poured some water into a basin, and picked up the towel himself. He went from one disciple to the next, washing their feet in turn, and they felt very ashamed. When at last Jesus sat down, he said, "Do you understand what I have been trying to tell you? You call me your master and Lord, and you are right, that is what I am. Yet I am willing to do anything for you, even to wash your feet, because I love you. I want you to follow my example, care for each other, and love one another as I love and care for you. Don't always be thinking of yourselves and your own importance." That Bible story is from John 13, 1-17, and it's all about Jesus serving his friends. The least important person in the room was the one who was supposed to wash the feet of those who had just come from the outside streets, but Jesus decided to serve his friends by being the one to do that. And this didn't make sense to the disciples at the time, to Jesus' friends, because they knew that God was the most important person in the room, in the world, so why was he washing their feet? Well, Jesus explained that he wanted to serve them, he wanted to love them, and they didn't understand just yet that God was a servant God, that he was the one who wanted to come down from heaven and serve us. And just as Jesus served us, he also encourages us to do the same, to serve others, that we might be servants just like him. The cool thing is, God gave every single one of us giftings, and we are supposed to use those giftings to serve others. Can you think of some giftings that God has given you? I know each and every one of you has one. That brings me to our big idea for today. This Sunday, our big idea is that we can serve others. Woo! Jesus demonstrated in this story how he served others and how we can serve others too, using the giftings that God gave us. Now that we know our big idea for today, let's go into our teaching video where they're going to dive a little deeper in that big idea.
Hi there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl.
And I'm Andy.
And welcome to Grow TV.
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl. Where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV.
All right, you ready, Andy?
Yup. You ready, Carl?
Yep.
Wow, we nailed that.
Right? We're incredible.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, hey, kids. Hope you're doing well. Well, today, me and Andy have a very special challenge.
That's right, and it's something truly out of this world. Did you get that, Carl? Out of this world? Get it? Because of our theme, like blast off, like rocket in space and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was too distracted by that incredible joke you just made.
Oh, you got me.
Andy and I are training for the coolest job. Something dangerous, but fun.
Something wild, but respectable.
It's the coolest job on the planet. And the other planets, I guess.
Yep, we're training to become astronauts.
That's right. We're going to be devoting the next 6 months to getting into very good shape.
Not only physically,
And mentally.
but spiritually. You see, we could be in space for months.
Years.
Yep, and we gotta be ready for
Years.
Okay, but we gotta be ready for anything. So let's check out our physicality.
We are physical monsters.
Yeah, we are.
Now, for the mental. Here's a riddle. I'm full of holes, but I can hold water. What am I?
Sponge.
Got it!
What is something the more you take away, the larger it gets?
Oh, what gets wet when drying?
A towel.
Nailed it!
What has 2 hands and a face, but no arms and no legs?
A clock. What are 2 things people can't eat before breakfast?
Lunch and dinner.
Again! Amazing.
What can't be used until it's broken?
Egg.
Yeah.
And lastly, we will be testing our spiritual strength. When in space for a really long time.
Hey, Andy, Carl, can you guys help me unload some boxes real quick?
Sorry, Vanessa. We're kind of in the middle of something.
Yeah, sorry, we got important astronaut stuff to do.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Anyways, let's get to our spiritual test.
Yes, and for that, we're gonna be reading a story out of John chapter 13.
All right. Space, here we come.
John chapter 13, Jesus washes the disciples' feet. Wait, what?
That can't be right.
I'm not sure that's what it sounds like. Let's keep reading.
Yeah, so it looks like Jesus was having a meal with the disciples, then stood up, wrapped a towel around his waist, filled a container with water, then proceeded to wash the disciples' feet.
Wait a minute.
I don't understand.
Are you sure you're reading this right?
Wait a minute. Nope, I made it up.
Oh, really?
No, not really. That's what the Bible says. Jesus, the King of the universe, was washing people's feet.
I can't believe this.
Me either.
What does this mean?
I don't know. It said that Peter didn't want Jesus to wash his feet, but Jesus said that he was setting an example.
So Jesus came to serve other people and not be served?
Sounds like it. Isn't that crazy?
It is. I wonder what it means for us.
Isn't it obvious?
What?
Well, look. We're to serve people just like Jesus did.
Wow, I guess so. Wait. Oh no.
What? What's wrong?
Vanessa, she came in here looking for help and we told her no because we were too busy.
Ah, you're right. We messed up. But you know what? It's not too late.
A few moments later.
Whew, wow, that was a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? I feel good.
Me too. Serving other people is a really big deal and Jesus did it, so that means I want to do it.
Same. I guess the biggest lesson today wasn't anything about going to space or becoming an astronaut.
What was it?
It was that Jesus served others, and we can serve others.
Hey, that's our big idea. Today's big idea is we can serve others.
So let's say it out loud on the count of 3. 1,
2, 3.
3. We can serve others. Yeah.
Oh,
We sure can. I can, you can, Andy can, Vanessa can. We all can serve others. Serving is the how do you say? It's a word derivative from the Latin language, which means to do stuff. Yes. I'm really glad today ended up the way it did.
Me too. Such a great lesson learned.
Couldn't agree more, friendo.
What are you doing?
Ready for my foot washing. Smells like Swiss cheese.
No. See you next week, kids.
If you could get under the nails, that would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you for watching and tune in next week for a new episode of Bro TV.
All right, I love those videos. Those guys are so fun. There are so many ways that we can serve others, and not everyone needs to serve others in the same way. Here at church, you'll see people serving by playing music, reading Bible stories, cleaning up, decorating, or making sure you have something to eat. Outside of church, there are even more ways to serve others. And we can serve each other by helping each other, encouraging each other, sharing with each other, and giving to one another. Just like Jesus did for his friends, we can serve others too. I've been thinking about a time that a friend served me. This one time, my really close friend, Rochelle. You remember Rochelle? She's been here a couple times. She's right here in my little hand. Rochelle is such a natural caregiver. She drove me to go get my wisdom teeth pulled out, which is not a fun time. And there's kind of a recovery process after where you're feeling sick. You can't really eat any solid foods. You need someone to just care and love for you. And I'm really bad at taking care of myself when I'm feeling sick. But she picked me up from that surgery. She took me home. She gave me a blanket. She was giving me soup. She was making sure I was taking my vitamins and medications that I needed to. She was giving me ice packs. She was being such a nurse and caregiver for me, and I really, really appreciated that. So she used the gift that God gave her of natural caregiver and used it and served me when I needed that most. All right, friends, that was this Sunday. This was so much fun. We got to read about how Jesus served his friends and how he calls us to do the same. We love you, we miss you, and have a great Sunday, you guys. Bye.